I get mad zooted, I got this bad thing I recruited. My passion is a movie, I say fuck her cause I screwed her. I stay on Miley Cyrus everywhere I go, I'm screwed up. I know my Texas niggas got my back and that's for sure though. Sipping on Instagram like
Good morning, friends. And just like that, fall is upon us. The last 3 weeks or so has been just like 30 degrees Celsius plus in Berlin. Whew. And now it's like 17 degrees, fleece up, rain pouring down. Not gonna lie, top-notch vibes, and really looking forward to kicking off this week and now diving into deep work. It's Monday. Let's get into it. But anyway, it is early September, and for this week, the priorities are pretty clear. It's a mix of our growth engine, so visualizing the marketing side of things in terms of how we get people from first touch point to booking a sales call. We have a lot of client projects kicking off. Every week, we have 1 to 2 new clients kicking off. And so for me, that means that I just occasionally do QA. I hop on some calls, have a kickoff this week, content call this week, gonna give feedback to some fulfillment department documents that Luca is working on, so that's nice. Sales calls, and then in between all of that, I'm headed to Copenhagen to see Matilde before I head to Barcelona on Sunday. More on those trips, especially the Spain trip, later, but nothing fancy about what I'm working on, right? It's just the quarterly goals are clear. It is the last month of Q3, and we broke down all of the things we want to accomplish on a weekly basis. We allocated time slots to accomplish those goals in our calendars to make sure that we put enough time towards those key milestones. And then it's just chipping away. Right now, it's all about getting the right clients for our Done For You agency service while updating the last module of our Content Strategist Academy while growing the overall audience. And with that, it's just baby steps every day, focusing and prioritizing on the 80-20 that really matter. And that's what we do. So with that said, let's get into Monday work. Incense on, Content Founder playlist on, and we're ready to rock and roll. All right, let's go.
I just try acid for the first time, I feel good. Treasure brain, misery, codeine in my delivery. I pulled up in a big beat, swerving like a hippie. Moving with the dopers and pushers in the Rover, ducking undercover, hugging the interstate.
Hi my friends, it is 7:20 p.m. and I'm wrapping up today's workday, which was a solid one. Monday check-in with the team, so finance one-on-one, leadership alignment meeting 2 hours this week, and then the growth alignment meeting 1.5 hours, and then a 1 hour expectation meeting where I promoted a team member and talked about the expectations that I have for him and he has for me, for the team, for the company, for the next 3 months. So these expectation meetings are like these quarterly rhythms in terms of checking in with team members and aligning on how did things go, where are we now, what's ahead, what do we expect. The same way we do these quarterly strategy reviews with our clients, we also do with our team members. So had that was good. I mean, Mondays really are just about management, setting the right focus, housekeeping, any fires that came up over the weekend, and make sure that everyone can thrive and just do what they need to do for the rest of the week. Feel decent about it. Want to go on a walk with a team member next and hit the sauna. And then in the evening, a little bit of housekeeping, a little packing, a little this, a little that, because in 2 days I'm heading to Copenhagen. I want to pre-pack a little bit. Got a full day tomorrow. So that's it. Sam Kurat, shout out to you. Appreciate you a lot. We work with him on his personal brand, but also like from a leadership perspective, from a CEO perspective, him and I now catch up on a monthly basis just to talk about challenges and support each other. And that's once again one of the things I love about the work that I do, is that in working with these clients, these founders, entrepreneurs, executives, whatever, you can support each other in so many different ways, and strong relationships can emerge in also different types of ways. And in this case, now, apart from our project scope, having a monthly check-in where I can share new inputs and ideas and challenges with him, and he can do the same with me, is just awesome. And now, time for a walk. Let's get it.
I just need a whole lot of drugs in my system. I just try acid for the first time, I feel good. Treasure bring misery, codeine in my delivery. I pulled up in the
What's good, Leo? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Really happy that we finally made it to catch up in real life.
Yes, man.
Have this
Cheers to
chance.
that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, and talk about life, challenges in life on the private and business side.
What are you working on right now? What is your top priority? Your top focus?
Yeah, really increasing signups. So my number one KPI, or however you want to call it, is really increasing signups, and then really also checking how the conversion after that work out in our product, Jamie, which essentially is an AI note taker, but really focuses on on-device audio summarization. So you don't have the virtual meeting bot that joins the call, which might be awkward or distracting. And yeah, very excited to push new things. We have a new version coming up now, which we pushed to web-based. Before we were only native, and yeah, very excited about that.
Hi, bro. Where can we find out more?
At meetjamie.ai. Check it out, it's a free song.
Let's go.
I don't know.
What's good, G? It's good, G.
Just cleaning up some copies. We're already late for the content call, eh? So I'm responsible for Marvin's personal brand, first and foremost. That's what I think I spend the most time on. And I'm also responsible for general QA. This guy's doing push-ups, Jesus Christ. Push-ups between sales calls, eh? And so I'm responsible for QA, making sure that all the copies, like all the content pieces that go out for not all the projects, but most of the projects are banging, are high quality. And then I'm also very much excitingly responsible for our Content Strategist Academy, which is our training program, internal as well as external, to be in the future. On the one hand, it's going to be basically just a comprehensive training program around everything content, personal branding, and in the future also things like, the entire funnel and fun stuff like that. And we also use it to get our internal content strategists up to speed and onboard them as best as possible so they can deliver high quality work off the bat. But now I'm going to send this real quick and then we're going to have a content call.
I need content in it. Yeah, so Max is a senior content strategist officially at Notus. And that means that he manages personal brands, first and foremost mine. So thanks for that. He also supports Luca and the fulfillment team on some projects. And then he focuses on building a Content Strategist Academy to teach others to learn the skills that he's using to manage my personal brand and other clients' personal brands. That's that. And now we got a content call.
Yes, sir.
Which is the centerpiece of our working collaboration and is one of the most fun activities of a content strategist, where they get to interview their awesome clients, ask questions, and then synthesize their output or their input, their answers. They can synthesize their answers into golden content. And that's what we do for a living.
We're going to do this online or offline?
Bro, let's do it here on the couch.
Yeah, eh?
Right?
You have the Oslo, do you have mics?
Hey! It's good, G.
Come check this out. Come check
What kind of song is this, bro?
It's a Content Founder playlist, if you want to check it out.
86 saves already. Fastest growing work productivity playlist of September 2024.
Yeah, for sure. It's a vibe. I alternate between the Content Founder and maybe you should come a little bit closer, like this, and Bartok.
Do you have a favorite Bahok playlist?
I do. Mine, it's called.
You created it? Ganz klassisch?
It's 4 songs.
4 songs?
My favorite is Bach.
Oof.
Also cool. Yeah, you can check.
And what are you working on over there?
Secret pricing structure here.
Yeah?
It's a secret pricing structure, yeah. Especially when it comes to taking 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 personal brands. Yeah.
Sweet. And what do you do, like, for a living? What's your focus? What's your role?
What do I do for a living? I'm head of partnerships. Mia, wer hat hier die beiden eingeladen überhaupt? Kannst du das sagen, was hier überhaupt los ist?
Das ist die Kamera in deinem Gesicht.
Kameras.
So viele Opportunities haben wir generiert.
Ja.
In monetary value.
I fully agree. Und ich merke es auch jetzt in diesem Sales Call so. Hi, my friends. It is 7:45 p.m. Quick update before we wrap up. So, I just closed a deal.
Let's go!
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
That's nice. It was a 3 call close. Yeah. So third call was the charm. Super excited about the partnership, and it's one of those folks who's like, yo, let's talk regularly and let's talk about bigger picture, how we can introduce you to more people, la 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 la. Not to go into too much detail, but those are the folks that get me fired up because they're excited for our business case and just want to become long-term partners, or asking for who can help us with funnel building and la 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 la. And I can just share my truth and say who we trust. And so it feels like we're planting a seed for a long-term game with a long-term person. And we also get the opportunity to build a very dope personal branding case from the ground up. So lots of personal brand potential with this guy. Yeah, Selim, do you have any updates? What are you working on?
I'm currently working on our custom proposal pages to make, basically, our goal right now is not to scale with as many clients as possible, but as Marvin also said, the biggest focus for us is to build long-term partnerships with people where we can actually see a win-win. And for that, my job as head of partnerships is to just prepare the best materials for us to make an informed decision, because especially when it comes to personal branding, it just needs a high level of commitment from both sides, because in the end it's a co-creation. We need the help of the client, and also we deliver the best service that we can deliver from our side. But having an emotional decision here and a rushed sales process just to get the close in is the wrong approach. And so for us, 3 calls can also be 4 calls. Like, that's totally fine. The most important thing is that we get a committed yes, and then also start the partnership with excitement and a lot of clarity.
And what I'm looking at right now, I'm not going to share it for now. Maybe we'll turn it into a standalone video of how we do sales and shit in the future. Let me know if that is interesting for y'all. But yeah, we are, Selim is creating beautiful proposal pages for people that are good fits after the discovery call, that are a mix of summarization of what we discussed, pitch deck, outcomes, benchmarks, case studies, offers, next steps, earliest start dates, content samples. It's like one clean page that covers it all and is custom to each client / each lead, and is actually helping us structure the sales process more predictably, while also, as Selim said, not rushing through it and making sure we build the right partnerships. So nice one.
Yes.
Hi, my friends. That is Tuesday. Let's wrap. I'm gonna send out a final quote, and then we're gonna bounce ASAP. Let's go.
Let's go.
Peace. Hot damn!
End of a small housewarming.
Is that the new place?
Ja, ist ein bisschen messy, aber kurzer Rundown Kitchen. What else we got? Cozy balcony. A bit on the chilly side now, but das war der Prime Chill Spot.
Bro, this is so cozy.
Dieses Ding noch nie in echt gesehen.
Let's go. First time Osmo Pocket 3 experience.
Yeah, it's about midnight. Time for the boys to go home.
Yes, sir.
Alles voice controlled. Hey Google, lights off.
All right, turning 7 things off.
Yeah, it's candles. That's why we're still lit.
Bye, Daniel.
Peace.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary.
Anyway, my friends, almost 9 a.m. Got the morning run in. really dreaded this one because I could feel a little coldy, something kind of yesterday. Had intense workouts, got late with the housewarming, so I was like, damn, bro, 6 hours before my 8-hour train ride and another run in the morning I committed to. What am I doing? But we did it with Kobe. It was good. I'm glad I did it. Shout out. Very good to catch up. Now I have 2.5 hours until the train leaves, so I'm gonna do quick housekeeping. Gonna go through open receipts I still need to upload, this kind of stuff. Gonna open up letters from the office and finish packing / start and finish packing. It's gonna be a simple one. Perhaps get a quick coffee with the boys before I leave and then hit the train at 11:30. Then go to Copenhagen to see my girlfriend Mathilde. Stay there until Saturday and then head to Spain on Sunday. That's the plan. All right, guys. Gonna get to it and make sure I make it to the train on time. Let's go. Wrapping up, about to head to the train station, of course. 40-minute train delay, Deutsche Bahn, we still love you. And listening to the most iconic of all podcast formats, which is The Random Show by Tim Ferriss and Kevin Rose. They dropped another one recently. And I've been listening to this for like 4 years. They drop it randomly and I just love it. So if you haven't checked out The Random Show, which is just one format within Tim Ferriss's podcast ecosystem, then I'd recommend. But all that to say, let's wrap it up. Go to the train station. 8-hour train ride ahead.
Look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary.
Train was delayed, missed my connecting train, so now I'm stuck in Hamburg. My alternative train to Copenhagen leaves in 2 hours, so I will get there now at 10 instead of at 7. That's okay. It is, one of the downsides of taking a train is that the train is almost always delayed or has some issues and complications. And the internet usually also is worse than I'd hoped for. So that's that. But how do we handle the situation? With humility and gratitude, and by also seeking out the first specialty coffee place nearby to get some work in, drink a nice hot filter coffee, and eat some banana bread. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next hour.
So fuck my well.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. I've been gone for a year, only real like once. Life move fast when you're doing what you want. I guess I'm going.
Alright, I'm about to jump into a client kickoff call, and what that means is that today we have a 45-minute meeting to officially start the project. And so in terms of what the process looks like is that first, we go through the sales process up until the point where the client or the prospect signs the quote. We use Zoho Invoice for that right now, or Zoho Quotes for that. It's okay. You can also use HubSpot for e-signatures. But so you get the quote signed, and then there's a sales handover that I do where I inform finance about the new client and to trigger the first invoice. And at the same time, I'll also create a project overview and hand it over to the fulfillment team. And I block kickoff calls, and we make sure that the entire infrastructure is set up. So Slack channel, Google Drive, Notion client portal, all of those things are set up, and the client receives their kickoff onboarding email with the onboarding questionnaire. And all of that happens right after the deal has been closed. And then in the kickoff call, we now go over a kickoff page. It's a template that we use. And there we align on the goals of the clients, the project teams, and most importantly, we block every single event in the calendar of everyone involved in the project, both on the side of the client, but also on the side of Notes. And super important, nice meeting. And then we'll have clarity exactly on when to work on what, when to review what, when the next calls will take place. So that is super important, especially with all the different busy schedules. And also for context, what we do is we help founders, executives, entrepreneurs, primarily in the B2B tech and service sector, upwards of 1 to 2 million in ARR. We help them to build their personal brands and create content engines that help them attract inbound deal flow, talent, and just become overall thought leaders in their space by being seen as experts and generating awareness amongst the stakeholders that are relevant to them. I've been doing this since 2018, and I restarted the agency Notus in January of 2022. Originally co-founded in New York with Calvin Hamilton, shout out, and then I took things over and solo founded the second time around in January of 2022. So that's our core done for you agency service, and now it's time for work.
What you want?
I don't know.
You play loud.
Crib by the beach like Odell.
Guys, this is big. I don't know if you remember when I told you that Selim had closed his first, little deal, little setup sprint. Selim just sent 2 screenshots into the channel, and he just closed 100K worth of contract value this week, today.
Just the beginning, baby.
Let's fucking go, bro. Proud as fuck.
Here I fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. I've been gone for a year, only roll like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. I guess I'm doing what I want.
Journey, my friends, but we're about to make it. Wake up in 6 hours, fly to Barcelona next. Whew. Good morning, friends. 8 a.m. Slept about 4 hours, 30 minutes. Energy and fitness levels medium, but we're strong. No complaints. And now, after this quick pit stop in Berlin, I can barely talk. It's time to head to the airport again, and we're going to Barcelona. Vámonos.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry.
Wow, what an absolutely gorgeous morning in Berlin. Zero urge to leave the city in itself, but good reasons to go to Spain, so looking forward to that, of course. But damn, what a beautiful sunny September day. And of course, I'm gonna take the Lux in for a couple of minutes before I head into the train. Shout out to all my people going for morning runs, 8 a.m. runs on this beautiful Sunday. You already won the day. Woo. Wasps going crazy. I gonna take in the Lux, some deep breaths, some water. Let's go, let's go. A 2.5 hour flight delay. Would have loved to see that before I got to the airport. But now we're in. Security done. It's okay. I have 3 hours to kill. So I'm gonna have my first coffee of the day. Check in with work, read, chill, make the most out of it. We're rocking with it. And excited for this first Americano of the day. Let's get it.
Hope you're doing what you want.
Maybe I'll love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself.
We made it to Barcelona, my friends. And the first stop, gonna hit the gym, sauna, sun. You already know the drill. Let's go. And let's not get robbed. I'm stacked with my luggage, walking through the busiest streets. So wish me luck. Crib. Oof, salteña.
Young boy with the top of the block with a white front door in the corner, subtle.
And now I'm headed to the city, so headed to Barcelona to get a gym session in and then to welcome the boys to Barcelona because we got another Notice week coming up, which means that Max, Luca and Selim are arriving today.
Choosing a split by the lift, it be what it be and it is what it is. They say if I tried it, they wildin' and kicking my shit cause it isn't for kids. 4 floors on my thing.